Hi everyone, Jack here again. This time I want to talk about the Force of Law Warbond. This isn't a review. Instead, I want to discuss what I believe its role should be, and consequently, what change I make to its item to better integrate them. First off, what role do I think it fits? Give the Warbond name, Force of Law. It makes me think it should be geared toward crowd control, keeping enemy horde in check. With that in mind, let's dive into what it offers and what I change or improve. Let's start with their armor and their passive. Aesthetically, they are perfectly capture the idea of law enforcement. Regarding the passive, the only thing I'd modify is replacing the bleeding resistance with 50% electrical resistance. I chose to change because several items in this warbond already inflict electrical damage, creating a nice synergy. Next up, the Pacifier. I have heard mixed reviews about this weapon, but personally I think it's a great rifle for what it's supposed to do. The only thing I'll modify is the magazine, adding 10 or more rounds. Otherwise, I don't see any issue. Its stun capability and medium penetration make it well balanced for the 50 damage it's deal. Continuing with the warbond, we have the Incendiary Grenade Launcher. And this is where things get really interesting. This support weapon gets a lot of mixed opinion, and personally, I find it far too inconsistent. Where does inconsistency come from? The explosion itself don't deal damage, only the lightning bolt did it release, acting like a projectile that only hit the specific part struck and even get blocked by enemy corps. To solve this, the electrical damage should hit the enemy actual health, not just the individual part, and also need to bypass blocking corps. That said, if sticking to the crowd control ideology, modifying the type of grenade it uses, giving the ability to stun within the area of explosion, making it an excellent weapon to stop enemy and protecting allies. This would also make it much more consistent. The stun duration could be around 5 seconds. Now let's move to the grenade offered in the warbond, the Urchin grenade. What can I say? As it stands, I find it completely useless. We already have a stun grenade that hit an area, while this one sticks on a single enemy and stuns only that unit. So, if I were to modify it, here's what I do. While I keep the ability to stick to enemies, I'd give it an area denial roll. Turn it into a sort of mini Tesla tower, launching lightning bolt that pierces through the enemy and stun them. The stun could last about 2.5 seconds, while the grenade overall duration will be around 10 seconds. Now let's move on the K9. For this backpack, I make it more like a taser. Its objective will not be to kill enemies, but to stun them. Behave similar to the gas dog. And as for the booster we get from this warbond, unfortunately, as it is now, it's useless. So change it, still keeping the crowd control idea, into something like orbital strike are preceded by a stunning strike, or something similar. Perhaps that will make it more useful. In summary, my idea is that Force of Law Warbond should have a specific and well-defined role, stun and crowd control. Now, I'm curious to know what you all think about the idea I presented. If you have other thoughts on how we make it better, or if you think they are perfect as they are. Let me know your vision in the comments. If you found this video helpful or you enjoy it, please leave a like. I will be happy. I hope to see you in the next videos. Bye.